Welcome. Glad you've come back to join me for session 8. Um, let's start with, I'd like you to think about the last conversation you had at work, where someone really needed to think about something all the way through. Maybe a difficult decision, maybe a team problem, something they were carrying. Now, ask yourself honestly, where was your attention? Think about it. Where was your attention? Were you fully there? Or were you partly still in the meeting you just come out of? Or partly already thinking about what you were going to say next? Most of us, most of the time, are physically in the room and mentally somewhere else. And here's the thing, the person we're talking to almost always knows. They can't name it, but they can feel it. And when they feel it, they stop going deep. This session is about the skill of being fully present, not just showing up, actually arriving. In sessions 5, 6, and 7, you built specific listening skills, radical attention, tactical silence, noticing patterns. Every single one of those skills depends on this one, presence in the ground. Everything else grows from. By the end of this session, you'll know exactly what steals your presence during conversations. Because it's not laziness, it's competence operating in the wrong gear. And you'll have a simple evidence-based practice you can do in 60 seconds before any conversation to actually arrive before it begins. The research on presence, particularly Doug Silby's work on the mindful coach and Daniel Siegel's neuroscience on attention, identifies 3 specific things that steal presence from coaching conversations. The first, simply put, is solution generating. The moment someone starts describing a problem, the problem-solving part of our brain activates. You start reaching for answers, and while you're doing that, you're in your own head, and you're really not with the other person. The second is self-monitoring. We ask, am I doing this right? Should I say something? Was that a good question? Leaders who care most about doing it well are often the most self-monitoring, which means the very desire to help becomes an obstacle to being present. The third is associative drift. Something that person says triggers a memory or a connection. Your mind follows it for a second or maybe 2. By the time you return, something important has passed unheard. Here's what to do about it. Before your next coaching conversation, or really any conversation where someone needs to think, try this. Stop what you're doing. Take one conscious breath. Observe your attention actually is right now and name it honestly to yourself. And then proceed, orientated toward that person, not towards yourself. 60 seconds, that's all it takes. And the research from mindfulness-based practice shows it genuinely changes the quality of attention that follows. And when you lose presence mid-conversation, because you will, don't perform. Just say, hey, I want to make sure I fully am with you on this. Can you say that last part again? Most people experience that as care, not failure. Your work this week, pick 2 or 3 conversations where someone needs to think. Use the stop practice before each one. Notice what's different in your own attention and in the quality of what the person says. Then bring what you noticed to Wednesday's community session. Not a polished conclusion, just what you observed. The case study in this session will show you exactly what full presence looks like in practice and what it costs when it's absent. I look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. And remember, whenever you feel like you're failing, truth is, you're just at the middle part of succeeding. Thanks for being with me.